Hey y'all, this is So Blessed with another dining experience. This Today I want to talk about two different steakhouses that I went to. One is called Texas de Brazil. It's in Orlando on I-Drive, and like I said, there may be many more somewhere else, but this is the one that I've gone to, and it was a good experience. Really nice upscale place, really clean. It's buffet style. It's a salad bar that's buffet style, and anything that you can imagine on the salad bar is there. And then there's soup. The lobster bisque soup is really awesome. And then the waiters will bring you the meat personally to your table. And what they do is they give you these little chips, like maybe it might be green on one side, red on the other. And red means stop. You don't want the waiter to come by and offer you any more food. And if you turn it over to green, it means that you want the waiter to come over and offer you some of the many different meats that they have. They have lamb, pork, beef, chicken. It's a really good place. I have all kinds of good stuff. The drinks, okay, the drinks come in these little, say I ordered a Coke or Diet Coke, and it came in these little small bottles. Remember Cokes used to come in these little small, these little small bottles, and that was probably, $3-4 for that little small bottle of drink, and that's what they bring your drink in. Well, I didn't like that part. And then also too, if you wanted more, you had to purchase each drink. It wasn't all you can drink. It's a really nice place, kind of expensive. Well, expensive is relative. It just depends according to how much money you make, what's in your pocket, and what you're used to spending. But I would say $49.99 per person. For my pocketbook, that's kind of expensive. But I like expensive every now and then. So, I'm not a really big meat eater. I like meat, but the kind of meat I like is plain old hamburger, ground beef, and plain old ham, stuff like that. I don't need lamb, pork roast, and all of that different stuff. But it's a nice experience. So if you like those types of meats, it's a real nice experience. Another place that I've gone to, my mom and I went maybe about 3-4 weeks ago. We went to Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Now this is a real nice upscale, somewhat expensive steakhouse. The decor is beautiful, and what I remember about this particular experience is that after my mom and I were done, the food was excellent. We had stuffed chicken, which also happened to have been the cheapest thing on the menu. Just the chicken. It's a la carte also. That's one thing I don't like about Ruth Chris. Now the experience was great. The service was superb. We had a guy who only took care of pouring our water. That's all he was responsible for, was making sure that our drinks, our water and our Coke or Pepsi, whatever we had, was constant flow. And then we had our waitress or server person. So they were very attentive. The customer service is superb. But I don't like that a la carte idea, because the chicken itself, maybe it was Cornish hen, I don't know what it was, but it was good, stuffed chicken. That was $20. If you wanted anything else, you had to pay separate. Anyways, but they give you a good portion. The side portions, I think my mom and I had maybe scalloped potatoes or something, and the one serving was plenty for both of us. But what I remember about this experience is I'm not a great big chicken eater either. So I ate some of the chicken. It tasted awesome, but there's something about chicken that turns me off after I've eaten so much of it. So I gave my mom my chicken, and she asked for a doggy bag. Well, first my mom and I were contemplating, should we even ask, because we two ghetto people. We from the ghetto, but we like nice things, and we like to experience the other side of the tracks every now and then. So we were contemplating, should we even ask for a doggy bag? or carry out, as we should say. And we sat there and contemplated that for a while until we saw someone else ask for a carry out. And then we said, okay, it's okay, we can ask for a carry out. So we asked for a carry out, and they bagged the food up for us. Now this is another thing. I'm digressing, but I often do. I do not like when the server people, I call them server people because you notice they don't call themselves waiters and waitresses anymore. So I'm really not quite sure what to call them. So, lack of a better word, I call them server people. I hate when the server people put my leftovers in the carry out. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's my pet peeve. I don't know what it is. I thought maybe at one time it was greed, because when you scrape out my leftovers, I want every crumb of my leftover. And I thought maybe it was greed, but it's not just that. Something about somebody else handling my food. Okay, it's one thing you gotta handle it when you bring it out, but it's another thing when you handling my leftovers. Anyways, back on track. They put my mom. I give my food to my mom. They put it all in the carry out. They have to take it away from the table, mind you, to put it away. They take it away from the table. They come and ask us if we want anything else. We want any dessert. We want any coffee. I think my mom takes another cup of coffee. I get some more water. Eventually, the bill comes. We pay the bill. We leave. After we leave Ruth Chris, my mom and I go to Walmart. We're in Walmart. We're strolling down the lane, and my mom says, I forgot my leftovers. Oh my goodness. I laughed. I felt bad for her because she was truly looking forward to these leftovers. Not only for herself, but the fact that she takes care of my 80-year-old grandmother, and that was going to be their meal for the next day. So I felt really bad for her. I asked her, did she want us to go back to Ruth Chris, and did she think they might still have it? But she says, no, I do not want to go back for the leftovers. But had that been my leftovers, I would have gone back and I would have asked them if they still had my leftovers, and if not, I would have asked the manager, could they prepare me some more food, because I think that was the waiters or the server person's fault. Now that could be debated because they were our leftovers and maybe we should have remembered, but they knew they boxed up our food, and they knew that we remained there at least 10 more minutes after that, and they forgot to bring us our leftovers. So I think my mom deserved a whole new meal or gift certificate or something like that, or some type of compensation. But hey, my mom said she didn't want to go back, so let bygones be bygones. But anyway, those were my experiences at the two steakhouses, Texas de Brazil and Ruth Chris. I highly recommend both if your pocketbook could take it. Like I said, I do realize expensive is all relative, Hey, $50 steak may be nothing to some people, but like I said, I'm from the other side of the tracks, and that was a little dent in my play money. Y'all be blessed.